soon as I hit go live, you was like, I'm getting up. Good morning, everyone. Watching the replay because nobody's here yet for the live.
Good morning.
Oh, I haven't told you good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Somebody been messing with my mic.
You know exactly who that somebody is. I can take my bobby pin out now.
Oh, I didn't know you had about. Oh, you got them rubber bands at the top. You look like the brat.
Now I stuck a rubber band in there because the way she twisted it, it kept falling in my face.
Yeah,
And I was like, move hair. And I didn't want to be doing this
it's funny.
all the time because that's what I felt like I was doing.
Oh man. So Saturday morning coffee break. Um,
This Saturday morning has already been very long.
has it?
Yes.
Oh, cause you took your mom's back.
Yeah. I just
Now I was looking for you.
when
Like this is all morning. I was like, dang, when's she gonna get back? And then I looked over and touched your butt.
this morning, my mom is flying back home. She should be in the air now.
Yeah.
And I had to go take her to the airport. And if there's anything Atlanta airport can do to people that don't fly in and out of it, a lot is give anxiety.
Mm.
So I had to get her there a little bit earlier than normal. Well, that's about the time that we would get to the airport, though, if our flight was that time.
Yeah.
But that's because we like to go eat something,
Right.
not just because,
We be rushing and trying to get there.
yeah.
What
Especially now that we're traveling with children.
Oh yeah.
Because with Lily, I'd be like, we could get there 3.5 hours early.
Man, one day we should record ourselves going through the process of traveling with them.
No, just sit a camera outside of the door while we're trying to leave the house
Yeah.
just on a regular day. Because I know I come back in the house at least twice. At least. Anywho, you had topics this morning.
Man, I thought I had them,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, I do have some topics. Um, what was I gonna say? J Lo heard this week that J Lo is going to first off, J Lo supposed is at the I think at the Grammys or some award show is supposed to be giving a tribute to Whitney Houston.
Hmm.
Ideal,
Hmm.
great ideal. She like my question is why now? Why J Lo?
Okay, so I don't question the why now
Why
because that doesn't really matter to
I'm
me.
just saying
Whitney Houston is deserving of her flowers.
right.
Even though she is not here to get her flowers,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be like, nope, you are y'all doing a Whitney
But does
tribute.
it not seem like random?
Well, she has a movie coming out soon.
Does she?
Yeah. I think it's the movie that her sister in law is behind.
She wasn't married when she died.
Her brother's wife is still her sister in law.
Yeah, yeah, my bad.
I think Pat was her manager, maybe.
Mm,
She was very involved in Whitney's career. And so she had been shopping around a deal, and that movie's gonna actually go to theaters,
yeah.
which says that I won't watch it anytime soon.
Mm, 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 mm.
Um, which I hate that for me because there are movies that I want to see, but I just right now that's a lot for me to like align my life to go to the movies.
Yeah.
um Specifically because of the certain movie theater I want to go to. But again, I have no issue with Whitney getting a tribute. I don't care when it happens. I love Whitney. You know, my favorite movie to get me in the Christmas spirit is The Preacher's Wife. Um, which is strange because Christmas is just an underlying thing in that movie,
Mm-hmm.
not like the main thing. Um, but yeah, J Lo. Whitney ain't had no dance moves, and J Lo ain't really got vocals like that. So it just
I'm
seems like a
I'm
mismatch.
actually reading something now. They said it was false.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, like they were saying that she never said that in the interview.
Mm,
But regardless of anything, I don't think J Lo is a perfect fit for the Whitney Houston. I don't think J Lo can sing.
that's why I said she can dance, but the vocals don't match. Um, I can't think of a voice in particular that's like, yeah, she do Whitney right.
Well, it's like it's just it's almost like you're hearing somebody's song, right?
Hmm.
And oh, that sounds like Chris Brown remaking This Christmas.
Hmm.
He remade the song
Hmm.
like basically to fit him and his generation.
Speaking of,
Hmm.
Layla Hathaway put a post out saying TV, whoever TV is,
Yeah,
needs to call her to get her on there so she can do uh, a rendition of her daddy song.
because
I later found out she did a rendition of This Christmas with her daddy.
yep,
I was like, this is terrible marketing if nobody knew. And I am in a, like, Tommy and I are both in a group of like music lovers, like spanning across multiple genres.
states,
Well, I was just,
no countries.
no, there's multiple countries
Is
because there was somebody
man, there's a
living in other
lot of
countries.
people in that group, man.
There
Shout
are.
out to Marco, man.
But it's a group where we kind of got together because we used to, and we'll get back to it next year. We used to go to a music festival together annually pre-COVID. And it's back up and running now. We just haven't been for the last 2 years that they've been back up and running. But
Hmm. COVID and babies.
nobody, well, I take it back. One person in the group knew that this song existed with Layla and Donnie. I was just like, this doesn't make any sense to me that this exists. And
Well, first off, she's Layla Hathaway is not Chris Brown. He's a more popular um, artist. Secondly, when I saw that post, and I was like, well, yeah, she'll need that. She will need something to help um, jump her into people looking at it, listening to it, and watching. Because if she just
I
like
feel
you
like
said,
off the strength alone of being Donnie on the song too.
You okay? So the song "This Christmas," Donny Hathaway's "This Christmas" is such a classic.
Hmm.
Nobody's listening to the other ones because Luther Vandross made a "This Christmas," the Temptations made a "This Christmas." Um, there's a bunch of people made "This Christmas," but Donny Hathaway's "This Christmas" to me sounds the best. Then you got Chris Brown, which I think Chris Brown has done the best for, especially for somebody in our generation, rendition of This Christmas.
I guess I don't look at it across generations because I will forever be listening to the Temptations.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I always listen to the Temptations, but it's like, you know. But Layla, anyway, back to what we was talking about, because we could go left on that too. Layla Hathaway, she just she needs something to propel her to um for people to listen to the song. Because if she just put it out, it's just another rendition of it, regardless of her being the daughter of the more popular one, right?
I think Chris's got pushed into
Because of the
the
movie.
atmosphere because of the movie. If Layla had attached it to a project,
Yeah,
like for the last 3 years, we've been watching Merry Little Christmas
yeah.
or
Attach it to that.
something like that. Like,
Something that we can hear it in the movie.
mm-hmm,
Yeah. And that's what I was ultimately getting to. Like she needs that in order for the song to work the way that she wants it to work.
mm-hmm.
So um yeah, because I mean like nah, Chris Brown just like she has to change the tone, the song. Like it has to be a different song, same song but different song. You know, and she's not as popular of an artist as Chris Brown, so it's that's still working against her too.
That's true. She gotta find something to attach it to. And if she gonna do her own version of it, like
It can't be,
Layla singing this
yeah,
Christmas by herself,
right. It's,
then she needs to still attach it to
yeah,
something.
for sure, man, for
Holler at
sure.
somebody and be like, hey, you doing a score. Put me on program.
um, yeah, that's crazy, man. I just really like Chris Brown's version of This Christmas. Like it's funny because I have to listen to both of them. This Christmas, Donny Hathaway, and This Christmas, Chris
They're
Brown.
both on my soulful Christmas
Yeah, they should
playlist.
be. Like I wish we had more people to do that. Anyway, I digress. J Lo shouldn't. I don't think J Lo should do Whitney Houston. She should do someone else.
You know the interesting thing about J Lo, and this is gonna sound terrible. When I think about J Lo, none of her music comes to mind. There is a song that mentions her name that comes to mind.
Yeah. When I think about J Lo, I think about Ja Rule.
I could see why.
What she be like? Are you Ellie? I never knew that she was saying that
That
when.
she was spelling
Yeah,
rule.
when I was growing up,
You
I
said,
didn't.
"Are you ready?" or "Are you
I
early?"
don't know what I used to say, but it wasn't RULE. And then I never realized it was her singing on the songs. I always was like, oh, that's J Lo. But Ja Rule was the.
And it was really Ashanti.
Right. That's the crazy part. J Lo was just in the videos.
J Lo, no, J Lo sang, but like the main vocals were Ashanti. They just knew that the song would get more commercial success with J Lo as a feature
I think
than Ashanti because Ashanti was a new artist back then.
when J Lo did the Super Bowl, no dig at J Lo, but it was boring. Her and Shakira. Is that her name?
I don't remember this Super
It was a few
Bowls.
years ago. I was like, man, come on, man.
Drawing a blank, so it probably was.
Yeah.
Who bought Missy out? Was that one?
Mm-mm. I don't remember who brought Missy out. But I tell you one thing, Dr. Dre's was dope. I was like, yes, Dr. Dre.
I'll give you that. Never thought I'd see walking at the
Nope.
Super Bowl.
Nope. Never thought I'd hear rap music at a Super Bowl. Never even thought about the fact that it wasn't like it hadn't happened. Now you have to be safe. You can't just put anybody up there.
And then
And
they
Dr.
put
Dre
Snoop Dogg,
wasn't. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, they're all safe people.
Kendrick.
Kendrick, he's a safe person. It's West Coast, except Eminem and 50 Cent. But the crazy part about it is if you listen to their music, like the Chronic album, oh
It's
my
not safe.
God, it's not safe.
I would have never thought that any of those songs would have been considered safe.
Right. Kendrick probably was the
You have to reach middle America.
that's what it was. It was like trying to reach everybody, put an artist up there that everybody knows, and they did it because the younger people know Snoop as Uncle Snoop, like the Snoop of current day. Older people know him from the Chronic album and stuff like that.
Are you calling me older people?
I'm calling us older people.
I'm not older people.
Okay. Middle people. Are you in the middle ground? He was born when Snoop put his first album out. So the people that wasn't born when his first album was out, they don't know Snoop as a rap
You trying to
artist.
clean it up?
Yeah.
No.
Did
Okay.
I didn't do a good job of it.
Mm-mm.
I
But
tried.
okay.
Um then you got Dr. Dre, who's a famous producer, Eminem, dope artist. Then Kendrick reaches the younger people. 50 Cent, Power. Like people know he was a rapper, but now, he's a producer.
I just thought about him being upside down rapping, and
Man, it looked like he was just like, get him down.
that looked
Get
uncomfortable.
him down. Get that
Whew.
boy down from there, man. Um, Since we're talking about the NFL, man, I figured I'd throw
And
this
we were
in there.
talking about the NFL.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Coach Prime uh, is talking to other schools.
What other schools?
I thought they said Colorado. Yeah, it comes up when you Google it. It say the first day Colorado moves into prime position to hire Deion Sanders.
I can't see that. Not saying it
Um,
won't happen, but I can't see it.
I mean, he's talking to him, which makes sense. It's like it's okay, you know, to talk to people about your new like see where you can go and stuff like that. It's kind of like you almost question is it too soon? You know,
What do you mean?
like this is second year, and like I just read something. It was like saying that he's gonna stay through the next year. So okay, he'll be there 3 years, but is he gonna leave after 3 years or?
I'm gonna be completely honest. Jackson is not somewhere that I want to live. However, he would be living, or he is living very differently than
Hmm.
how I would be living in
Yeah,
Jackson.
yeah.
So I don't know how that goes for him, but um it's interesting though because since he started that job, people have been talking about he's gonna move on to do something else. That doesn't happen at other schools.
Hmm.
It's like they expect for this black coach at this historically black college to want to move on and do something different.
Hmm.
But you would never say that about somebody coaching at a SEC school
Right.
or
Because nobody at a SEC school would just be leaving like that. Everybody wants a job as a head coach at a SEC school. You get the most. Um, you have the most potential as far as like getting the best players.
mhm.
You have the most money to be spent because just like high schools, right? You win the state championship, that's money coming back to your school.
But has he made a large enough impact to do what he set out to do coming into Jackson State, which was to highlight black schools?
I think he has, but I don't think it lasts if he's not there.
Right.
There's like somebody has to carry the torch of the direction that he's trying to go because game day came, right?
Mhm.
Big, huge. Let's watch it. Game day is in Jackson.
It's
Um,
the clearest we've ever watched a HBCU game on
right,
TV.
right. And it wasn't. I don't even think it was on like the main ESPN channel. I think you still had to catch ESPN 3 to get it.
I don't remember.
But better cameras, better production and stuff like that. They even had a different announcer. But I don't think that it's enough behind it. Like you got Eddie George at TSU, they're not making any headlights,
I was actually
headroom.
about to mention him because what put JSU in the forefront, not just that Deion Sanders is the coach, but Deion Sanders is very
Charismatic.
that's a word. Um
Spoken like a true genius.
he's flashy.
Yeah,
Like he's in your face about everything and not in a negative way, right?
right.
Nobody else is doing that.
Yeah.
And
And the fact that
I
they're
don't know Eddie George, but from what I've seen of him, because like I've seen him in the background of different things.
yeah,
I met Eddie George once.
I did too.
Um, but seeing his personality, he's not that person.
Right.
Dynamic. That's the word I
Yeah,
can use for
yeah.
Deion Sanders. Um, but Eddie George is not that. So somebody else has to like push
Yeah.
like that as well.
Right, right.
Can't be two Coach Primes, obviously,
Yeah.
but somebody else has to be like, look at us, here we go.
Like they need like
Oh,
Uh,
and good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Sharon. They need a person that, like how Travis Hunter was like a number, like a high recruit, you know,
I have no idea
coming
who
out of
that
high
is.
school. Travis Hunter was like ranked really high as a cornerback coming out of high school, like with the ESPN rankings. They need those students to go to more um, HBCUs. They need to be able to compete in the, because I don't know if HBCUs are considered D1 schools. Now
Uh,
that's a question because they're not. D1 and D2 schools aren't developed or aren't in the same system.
good morning, Tony.
Good morning. Aren't in the same system to like be able to compete with each other.
They're not, and I think that HBCUs have the talent. I think they've always had the talent. I think that they have always looked at a different type of student
Yeah.
than the big conferences do.
Well, because like you think about it, is the HBCU, yeah, you want to get the athletes, but you're not getting the athletes that are like Shaq is not going to the HBCU. You know, these freakishly great athletes aren't going to HBCUs, and that's also a hinder. You draw the you. I hate to say it like this, but you dangle the money in front of them, right? Let's like that State Farm commercial. I almost had it. Like
Mhm,
you have to dangle that in front of them, which is Prime, is Coach Prime, and then they have to get it,
mhm,
which is the recruits coming. Travis Hunter was like top, let's say top cornerback recruit goes to Jackson State. They're undefeated now.
right.
Not only because of Travis Hunter, but because all the pieces that they have and they put them together to work in unison like that, right?
Mhm.
That needs to happen across the board at HBCUs because HBCUs are popular to the black community because those are the schools that were available to us if things didn't happen the way they did, you know?
I think there's a lot of things about the process that has to be changed across the board,
Mhm.
and I think that it's going to take someone else
Yeah.
coming in and shaking up things
Hmm.
for people to look at it like this is something that we can do. Like as an example for that, totally unrelated to football, right? Um I watch a lot of Breakfast Club interviews, right?
Yeah.
Breakfast Club doesn't get the best interviews.
Hmm.
They just publicize them better
Yeah.
than other large stations, right? I look at us living in Atlanta. V103 has stuff happen there all the time. Like, for an example, remember when Cat Williams got into it with Wanda Smith on air?
Yeah. Man, he was
If they
checking the
if
mess
they
out of
just
her, man.
had cameras in the studio,
Yeah. They
like,
did.
know what I'm saying? But like if they had that all the time,
Yeah.
not just because Cat Williams was there, but like when anybody comes in, if they had that and they were putting those things out
Yeah.
on a consistent basis on their YouTube pages, it will push them beyond
Yeah.
what the Breakfast Club is
Well, I
doing.
mean, like YouTube, you have to realize YouTube has been around for a very long time. But the thing about it is, people really started coming up on YouTube during the pandemic. Like there was a strong push during the pandemic.
Because people had nothing else to do.
What they say?
NIL is the attraction. Who will pay the most will get the athlete.
Yep.
That's true.
And that's the thing. It's like you have to be able
I
to,
forgot you can't see.
and like, you have to be able to like get that athlete there, and money is always going to be the thing that gets in there. So you got to bring, like Coach Prime was able to bring other in it. Like he basically was able to say, "Hey, you come here. There's a good chance that you get to the league
Mhm.
or have connections to the league because I'm gonna bring the league to you guys."
Hmm.
which is what he's been doing. Warren Sapp came to their practices. They made connections with coaches. They got former NFL players on the staff. Um, all type of stuff. Like they're connected, really, really connected to the NFL. That school is just, can these athletes really, you know? And then another thing that came up too was, is his son gonna come with him? That's a big question too.
Well, he has the money to pay for wherever his son wants to go to school.
Yeah,
So having it connected to his daddy's job doesn't make
I
sense.
would go
Where
if
your
if
daddy went?
if my daddy said like if Prime was my dad and he was like, hey, I'm going to Colorado. This is what I plan to do. All right.
It
Are we
depends
going?
on what type of backlash there is if you left.
Like, can I play next season? Because if I can't play next season, I'm gonna stay here.
I wonder he'd be like, Coach Daddy.
He doesn't. Coach Daddy. I wouldn't even call him coach. I'll just be like dad.
No, it's more like it's a good chance that you can get you 135K a year in the NIL.
That's a lot for a college student.
Yeah, but when their peers start making more than that, I think the league minimum in the NFL is like
Five, 400, 500, I think.
well,
It's more than that.
no, it's less than that.
Oh, 200.
It was 3 back when my friend was playing,
Yeah.
and he would get cut left and right. And he'd be like, I'm still making the league minimum.
That's sometimes all you need, man.
And so he was like, I mean, sign up for my yoga classes and do my stretches,
I'm
and I get picked up by another
gonna
team.
start doing yoga, man.
So,
They say it balance you. I'm out of whack. What
okay.
else did I have to talk about on here?
Yeah, this was all you this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I try to get things together so we just not sitting up here just sipping coffee, waiting on people to say something to
I appreciate you.
us. Shout out to Jack and Glenn, they're our family. If you guys don't watch them, go check them out on December 6th. They are interviewing
Alexis.
Alexis on their channel. I don't know what time it is, but we'll post what they post on our community tab so you guys can see it too. But check them out. They're interviewing Alexis from Married at First Sight season 15, and that should be a cool interview. Uh, let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the stream for that one, hopefully.
Are you? Um, Random question.
I got things to ask.
I was listening to
What
what
you
the,
think about Utah and
oh
USC?
man, I was so glad that USC lost because all we need is Ohio State to lose. Alabama should not be ahead of us. That's quiet.
I know it
Um,
is. I was trying to see if he's crying or not.
Alabama should be number 7. We should be number 6, but I'm not gonna get into that. And
I'm gonna go
man,
check
I'm
on
so
that
glad that they lost, man.
while you have this talk.
All right, go ahead. Um, but the good thing about it though, we still had a great season, and like if Georgia now LSU got to lose. I don't know who has to lose to put us in the playoffs, but I hope that happens so we can get in the playoffs and play for a national championship. But yes, I am so glad. I didn't think USC needed to be there anyway. Like they definitely, Ohio State should be number 4, and USC should still be number 5, because I don't think they're. It's USC. I think the name is carrying them, but hmm, to each his own. Yeah, I know. But if Ohio State lose, who do they play? Who does Ohio State play? Uh, Let me see. They lost bad to Michigan. That's why they came in 5th or became 5th. So they done until the national the playoffs or the bowl game and whatnot. So I believe, yeah. So I don't know. Ohio State probably move up into fifth place, but I was hoping Tennessee does because Ohio State has a better record than we do. We got two losses; they only have one. Um, but we should get ahead of USC. Yeah, they blew it with that loss, which I was surprised at it that they lost so bad. But you know, it is what it is on that one. Um, yeah, man, I just wish Tennessee was in there. Like we've been waiting for this type of season for a very long time. like since I've been associated with Tennessee in 2005, this is the best season that I've seen with Tennessee. So imagine that. Yeah. Um, I got a question for Artigo, so I gotta wait till she get back. I was listening to the R&B music yesterday, and it was a song. What was the song? Um, I think it was Case, but he was talking about how her man didn't like her or didn't want her or something like that. And so the question came up. I don't remember the name of it, but I was listening to it as I was working yesterday, and 90s R&B was people really out there cheating like that.
Yes. Yes, they were.
I was like, every R&B group basically has a hit about, somebody cheating, meeting in my bedroom. Uh that's the only one that I can think of at the moment. Splackavelli. Every woman needs their own Splackavelli.
Like, who sat down and wrote out the word Splackavelli? But yes,
Oh man.
like the 90s was the original Sneaky Link.
Oh man.
And they just made it sound poetic.
They did because it sounds like those songs are like classics.
That's just like Tony Braxton was on some, I don't know what talk show it was
Shut
because
up.
I didn't watch the entire talk show. But she said Lil Kim asked her to sing, I think You Mean the World to Me
Hmm.
at her wedding. And she was like, girl, that ain't no love song.
What is that about?
um
You mean the world to me. You are my
no, the
everything.
first line of the song. Look up the lyrics. Where's my phone?
I don't know.
I
You
think I'm
look like
sitting
you
on
looking for a cigarette, man.
can't find my
Where
phone.
my light at? Where
Can't
my
find my
squares at?
spot.
What's the name of the song?
I think it's You Mean the World to Me that she was talking about.
You mean the world to me. You are my everything. If you could give me one good reason why I should believe you, even all the things that you tell me, I would sure like to believe you. My heart wants to receive you. His,
Basically, she was like, I know
his
you lying.
brother was cheating on her too.
Probably. But
God.
she was like, you looking at the chorus, and baby, that's not the whole song. You don't want that at your
Just tell her to sing the chorus.
wedding.
Just sing the chorus
But that's
over
just
and
like even
loop it.
like what's that song? Let's Get Married by
Mhm.
Jagged Edge.
They were
We
cheating.
ain't getting no younger. We might as well do. I don't want you. That's not the sentiment I want in my wedding.
I get that. I can see how that could be a problem.
Like, yeah, we cool. But yes, apparently they were cheating like this in the 90s.
Man, but the funny part about it, because I thought about that and I was like, these songs are good, right? The storyline and everything. Somebody cheated, but the two questions popped up in my head is
Now you just want to hear walk it, I got talk it, walk it, I got
the
talk
R&B music of today is not like that.
Bone and slow song.
The R&B music of today is not like that. And then it's like, man, there was a bunch of women out here cheating too. What's worse, a woman cheating or a man cheating?
They are
Both of
equally
them are bad.
they are equally as bad.
But a man's gonna look at it as a woman cheating is worse because, or I ain't gonna put the words in other men's mouth, but in my eyes, a woman cheating is worse because it's like the man had to do things to get it.
Don't be sexist.
I'm trying not to be, but if it
But
comes out
you're
that way,
doing a really good job at doing it.
is it not true?
It's what not true.
Like the man had to work to get this, right?
I don't know the circumstances surrounding this alleged cheating that you're talking about.
I'm just saying, man. It was
It's
just
all
a
bad.
yeah. I still think women cheating is worse than like it's bad, but if you had to put it on a scale, I'd be like women cheating is like 10 and a half and men cheating is
See,
like
Michelle's right.
10 and a
Cheating is
quarter.
cheating. It's all bad. Real bad. As Carisha says, real bad.
Is that what fueled our need to see like reality TV because of these songs
What
talking
do you
about
mean?
people cheating? Like, the drama in things, that's what makes reality TV.
No, a lot of people don't
What if
don't
somebody
hear the
went on
cheating in these
what if
songs.
somebody went on Married at First Sight and cheated like during that 2 months?
They did.
Who?
Zach.
Who did he cheat with?
He had like chicks he was texting and stuff. I thought,
Now I'm talking about cheating, like
oh, that would just be stupid.
past the line cheating. Like we must end cheating.
That would just be
What you
stupid.
think the experts would say?
Why are you here?
Man, you had 2 months, man.
Pastor Cal is gonna throw the preacher hat to the side and be like, bruh, what is you
He
doing?
might say the N word.
Bruh, what is you doing? Not what are you doing? What is you doing?
Oh, that's funny, man. All right, so I picked up a list that say 30 best R&B songs about cheating. Number one, Keisha Cole, I should have cheated.
No, she didn't cheat. She just thought about it.
Is that because somebody cheated on her?
I don't know. I don't know the words to that song. I would be making up
Oh, her
songs.
thing, they say key lyrics. I might as well have cheated on you as much as you accused me of cheating.
He was probably cheating on her if he accused her.
Monica, you should have known better. She got cheated on over and over with Nelly. I never knew that was an R&B song. My Little
You know,
Secret,
Nelly was like the original Drake singing.
yeah. You're my little
He
secret.
looked at me like, "What you know about Nelly?"
Hmm. Should have let you go.
Oh,
Keisha,
Big Yawn.
Keisha Cole got cheated on a lot. Didn't she?
Keisha Cole was the modern
Secret Lovers,
day
Atlantic
Mary J.
Star.
Blige. Like she was the Mary J. Blige of the early 2000s. She was very hurt.
Oh, the one my favorite, Orange Juice Jones. That's it. I followed you today. Yeah.
That's creepy. Yes, Joy says that
What?
same thing. There's a list of best cheating songs. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you Google?
Uh
Songs about cheating?
yeah, R&B songs about cheating. And this came up. Case of the X, Maya.
I remember that song.
I don't remember that song. Don't Think I'm Not, Candy
I
Burrs,
remember that song. That was
Unfaithful.
Candy's only like hit as a solo artist.
And Unfaithful by Rihanna didn't know that she made a cheating song. And I know that he knows I'm unfaithful. And it kills him inside to know that I am happy with some other guy. I can see him dying. That is
Secret Lover.
see, yeah, I just Atlantic Star. Just saw that. Not Gonna Cry. Yeah. That was off of the Whitney the not I have to say the Whitney Houston movie. Um Angela Bassett was in it.
Waiting to Exhale.
Wait to Exhale. Confessions.
That was
That was a good one.
there was two parts about cheating
Mm-hmm.
because he had regular confessions
Oh. Say My
and
Name
then the
was about
remix.
cheating.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
In my bed. Anyway, Shaggy, it wasn't me.
Hmm.
What happened?
Somebody has tried to change the payment information for our AdSense account.
That's not good. Um, I another one, right?
Okay.
Question that pops up in my head as I'm listening to music and working. Have you ever had a friend tell you like they like you right before you leave? Like let's say you leaving like you graduating, right? And then the next day you leave to go across the country and then somebody like out of the blue like, "But I like you." You've never had that. I've done that
Mm-mm.
before. But what made me think about it or the question from it is the weight. Like what was the expectation afterwards? Don't do that, man. You just be upfront, man, and kick it the way you need to. Got it? All right, cool. Um, like it's just funny to hear, and it's like, what was the response that you like as the person asking? What's the
Mm-hmm.
response that you was looking for in it?
I love you too. We should stay.
That's not gonna happen though.
Oh, I'm telling you, that's what they're expecting to hear. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen.
What song?
I love this song too, Tommy.
Secret Lover, Seek or Shaggy. That was the
Oh,
last
probably
song.
Orange Juice Jones.
Orange juice, not orange.
Orin,
Orange.
Orin.
I'm surprised that song is not on here, man.
Because don't nobody know this. I had never heard of this song
Are
until
you
I
serious?
dead
Have you seen the
serious.
video?
Yes, because of you. You turned it on and made me watch it. It's
That was the only song. Like that was his hit. You know.
mhm.
I followed you today. The rain. That's what it's called. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Like caught a red handed.
Only you think got caught a red handed.
It's just Orange Juice Jones, his presentation to everything was just hilarious to me, man.
hmm
And it was a solid song. But it's crazy that that was such a solid song. He didn't do anything else. He could have made a part two where he got caught cheating or something like that.
You thought that was gonna happen?
Nah, but it's crazy that cheating and back to this cheating thing. It's crazy that cheating was what got people their hits.
hmm
You know, a lot of people got their hits off of stories about cheating. I
hmm
wonder that like are these stories true or are they made up? I'm pretty sure somebody has done like somebody has gotten caught out and about with their guy. Maybe it was raining, maybe it wasn't.
Oh, speaking of cheating, TJ Holmes.
Mm, yeah. Oh, the CNN guy
Yeah, well, he's Good Morning
was the
America
Good
guy
Morning
now.
America guy now. So was he cheating?
Yeah,
He did cheat.
yeah. Um,
He explained why, didn't he?
no. They went back to work the next day. Like they took down their both of them took down their social media and then went back to work. Like, well, let me get the anchoring.
And they never addressed anything.
Mm-mm. Apparently, somebody's come out and said Robin Roberts had confronted him about it in 2017 because she suspected something. I was like, if he been cheating that long and he just got caught in 2022, he was just getting real sloppy.
Yeah, they start falling for each other. They not cheating no more. They in
But
a relationship.
but they both are or were married. I think they both still are married. I don't think either one of them has finalized the divorce. I met TJ Holmes back in 2009.
Did you?
Yep, I sat at his anchor desk.
Man, I be
That
like
was
I
when I
be
had the anchor dreams.
what they say.
Orange Juice
Orange Juice
Jones.
Jones. Yep.
But yeah, people are just like I keep seeing people saying, man, people just need to mind their business about I'm trying to find his pacifier. I saw it fall, but I don't know where it fell to. People were saying that people just need to mind their own business about his potential cheating. And Folks are like, man, it started affecting my money. I'm about to say something to you. I was
Mm.
like,
So it was affecting people's money.
brands could start pulling their ads from Good Morning America. And essentially that's where a lot of their salaries come from
Mm.
is basically ad revenue.
Yeah. How did people find out that they were cheating?
They was just out touching each other's butts in public,
Yeah, yeah, that's a sign.
kissing and stuff.
Um, I don't know what to say about that, man. Because it's like it's interesting to hear that they work together and now they're cheating with like on their spouses with each other. You can. It's not like it's surprising that it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea that it happened is not surprising, but it's surprising that it did happen. Um, mm, I mean, correct it. Like
Correct what?
correct it. Divorce your spouse and figure it out. Like you're like I don't know what you can do or say like after the fact that you're caught, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously was being irresponsible and not taking care of business.
They wasn't hiding at first. They're not the first. That's what Sharon said. And Tony said there's no reason they both are married. Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you're unhappy with your spouse for any reason, talk to your spouse about it
Mm-hmm.
and don't bring anybody else into it unless both of you guys agree on it. Because everybody's marriages are different. And today we're seeing that, you can do different things. There's swingers, there's, what is it called? Polyamory. But it's not polyamory when
Polygamy.
polygamy when you're married. It's all sorts of things, but you have to talk to your spouse and y'all have to be okay with the decision that you guys make. Go to counseling. Like understand that there's a line there that you can't cross.
Number one rule: do not embarrass me.
Right. That has to be embarrassing.
Like, and it's not you wanting to be with someone else that's the embarrassing part. It is literally that somebody could bring something to me that you did
Yeah.
without my knowledge.
And see, this is the right. That's the big thing. Hey, we gotta know what's going on so nobody else can bring me a surprise. But anyway, um, big thing. We live in a society today where cheating is not conducive to like the world.
I knew something when they was over with the Royals when the Queen passed, but he went so hard on Neil Long situation. Wow.
What happened?
She said she knew something was going on between the two of them when they were in England when the Queen passed.
Hmm.
Or when
I was
during that
oblivious.
time.
Yeah, I was oblivious
You
to the
don't watch
whole
Good
fact.
Morning America.
I don't. I ain't make a straight hand on that, Amy. Or was, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That's about all I got
It's
for
too
you.
early to be watching TV for me.
Yeah.
But then she said he went really hard on the Neil Long and what's his last name?
The Doku.
Adoku situation.
I never addressed my feelings about that, and I'm not. I'm keeping
I
it to
would say it
myself.
shouldn't be anything other than he was wrong.
Yeah, I think cheating is wrong. Boom, 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 doo-doo-doo. No, I was just say Lil Jon. John Legend made a song about cheating.
Oh, my heart ain't got nothing to do with my penis.
Yeah.
What was that
Ooh,
song? Number
ooh,
one.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Was it the song number one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I could sing, man.
I'm happy you
Oh
cannot because if you
man,
could, it would
if
be
I could sing,
very,
I would have
very
been singing
loud
the
in this
panties off of
house.
girls in college,
It'd
man.
be very loud in this house. Lily already be singing.
I'd have sung panties off of you. I still be trying.
So you think?
Oh,
um.
I'm gonna listen to that song today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just This TJ Holmes situation is very messy. I wonder if it was any clauses in their contracts about dating coworkers
I'm
because
pretty sure
they
it's
said he
a
also was messing with a producer before he
nah, I
got
can
with the co-anchor.
like that's it. Like here the man side, the man brain of Tommy. What is it?
Someone said his wife hired a private investigator too. His wife is an attorney, if I'm not mistaken. Don't know what
Really?
kind of law she practices because
It
not that
don't matter,
I'm saying
man.
not that
She
that matters, but I'm
like
saying
she can
like
work herself around the courtroom, man.
what it
Or she
depends.
knows the
She knows people
yeah.
as an attorney.
All right, let's get him.
Because one thing I know about attorneys, if I say, "Hey, I need help with XYZ," they be like, "Hold on," and send you 3 people's phone
Yeah.
numbers. So
It's just what's wrong, man?
he's like, "Y'all are not paying me any attention."
It's just man, it's like cheating is stupid,
Hmm.
you know. And I was a cheater
Yes, you were.
back in the day. I wasn't married in a
Hmm.
relationship, but I know why I did it. I wasn't mature enough to handle the type of relationship I was in. But I just feel like man, it's conversations because obviously you're cheating because you're not getting something
Hmm.
and you think you can get something better for somebody else. And so um when you're not trying to hide it just in this TJ Holmes situation, you're not trying to hide that you're, being unfaithful to your wife. It's like
Ow.
there's a time to say, okay, let me stop.
Hmm.
You have to be the person to say, I am in a relationship or I am doing something unfaithful to my wife and I need to cut it off. Either cut that act that I'm doing off and, handle this situation with my wife, or, you just gotta leave your marriage because you're obviously unhappy with that person, or something's not being fulfilled,
Hmm.
and you gotta figure that part out. So I think that's the cause of cheating is some type of void is inside of a marriage or a
Hmm.
relationship that's not being fulfilled, but somebody else is being able to fulfill it.
Right.
You know, and then there's greed.
Hmm.
But if a person, I don't feel like if a person is not a greedy person, it has to be the other way. I don't know this TJ Holmes guy. I just knew him from he looks like Don Lemon to me.
Hmm.
And
I could see how you could feel like they are related
yeah. But
facially. I mean,
yeah. They could be distant brothers,
cousins.
cousins, yeah. Anyway. Um but I feel like there's no need to in society today. I don't feel like there's, especially to your spouse, I don't feel like there's any type of conversation that you can't have that
Joyce Graham said the key is communication.
yeah, that's all it is. It's like, hey, have the conversation. I'm not being fulfilled here. What can we do? And be honest. Be 100% honest with things. And it's like, if you do that, there's no surprises. There's no infidel. I don't think infidelity happens because the conversation is there.
Hmm.
The help is being asked for. And it's like, well, what do you do?
Yeah.
How do you, come from that? So
Sharon said, "I wonder if there's a morals clause in their contract."
it has to
I'm
be,
pretty
right?
sure it is because most
When you start
TV
affecting,
networks
yeah, when you
put
start
in a more.
affecting money,
Yeah, they put in a morality clause. I know there was one when I was at an ABC affiliate.
yeah,
So I'm sure
yeah,
ABC has
yeah.
one.
No, I think once you start affecting your money, because it's like that's why people at just any job, like if you started dating each other, like two employees dated each other, they have to tell their managers and stuff.
I remember my cousin, she met her husband at work in like a they worked in different departments, didn't report to the same people, but they were like on a diversity panel or something
Yeah,
together, and that's how they met. But when they were getting married, they had to notify
yeah,
the company that they were going to get married
yeah,
to make sure that there was no direct, like,
Yeah.
she doesn't report to him
Mm-hmm.
or anybody that reports to him.
Right.
And they were in two totally different divisions, so they would have never like
Because
crossed each other.
they don't want nepotism.
Yeah, they would have never crossed each other's paths at work because of the work that they did for the company, but they both still were at the same company and had to notify.
Why does nepotism have such a negative ringtone to it? Which in family businesses, that's all it is most of the time. Like I'm trying to build a family business where I promote nepotism for real.
Well, it's an
Is it
issue.
called nepotism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an issue when you are essentially it says I feel sorry for the kids.
I didn't even think about them having kids.
Oh yeah, they both have kids.
With each other or separately?
I don't think she has kids with her husband.
But
I think she has kids with her previous husband. And he has kids with both his first and second wife.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
But it's frowned upon because in companies of that nature or larger corporations, you would be hiring somebody not because they would do a good job, but just because you know them. And the goal is to get the best for the company, not the best for your family.
Yeah.
But when it's a family business, you might just employ your cousin. I look at and I really hope they get another season. The Bernards.
I do too. I hope
Netflix show. If you guys have not watched it, I can't remember the name of it.
I don't remember it either.
But it's a Netflix show about this family in Memphis who owns a funeral home. And they hire a lot of family, and the grandmama and the granddaughter get into it every single episode.
It's so funny. It's hilarious. I don't know what he's saying, Sharon, or thinking, but yeah, I'm curious to know too.
He's very expressive. He's been expressive the last few days. His grandma has really been talking to him, and I guess, bless you. I guess he's sad she's gone. Bless you.
That's funny.
Not part of family and want promotion. No qualified people getting jobs.
I'm just saying, man. Like
why does it sound like he getting tickled? He's like, ah.
He sounded like that baby off of that song. Nah, man. It's like, man, shoot, I want to build a family business that we promote within the family. Like, I hope one day, like, you know, with 3M Media, if one of them pick up like a camera and want to be a producer or anything like that, they, you know, take 3M Media and be like, this is where I can hone all my skills at. Or if one of them want to be an accountant, I have a firm built, you know, in a matter of, okay, I can have them work from the ground up. Like, that's the thing about me. You gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause when my granddad, and it's funny, my granddad growing up had the shop, the mechanic shop, and I started off sweeping floors. Like when I would go and work with him, he would pay me, but I would have to sweep the floors, go get stuff, and you know, start from there. And then eventually, I got to a point to where like I was actually helping him, you know. But I took no interest in being a mechanic. But I like building stuff. But
I'm just trying to figure out where we're going with this conversation with him this morning.
I don't know. It's funny. It was something else I was about to say, and we can get on out of here. Oh, so we bought these mugs last week. These mugs, I don't know if you guys can see it. Boom. Christmas mugs, right?
Black
it says,
Santa and Mrs.
says
Claus.
ho 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 in the middle of it. Black Santa and Black Mrs. Claus all on it. Bought them last week. Lily pushes the table over. We forget that they're here and breaks them. So this week, Artika bought some more, and we're gonna make sure we pick them up. I went back out the next
morning. No, it wasn't. It was the next morning. I went in and got these mugs because I had to take an exchange to Target.
Like the funny thing about it was like 20 minutes later.
Yeah, literally like we hung up, like not hung up. We
Right.
ended with you
Ending
guys.
with you guys.
I left the house, and before I could make it back home, the mugs were broken.
Yeah.
Tommy texted me a picture of them and was like, "Lily broke the mugs."
Spilled coffee and everything.
Yep.
So,
Got to break out the carpet cleaner.
yeah. That's all I had. I was gonna talk about Jerry Jones, but I feel like we've been on here too long. And Quad's getting I don't know, he's just wanting to talk this morning. But yeah, so once again, guys, thank you for joining us in this coffee break. Hopefully you guys had y'all a cup of Joe today. Um what else are we doing? Like I always say, hey, we're gonna put out a video. We are going to put out a video. Matter of fact, that is my goal for today, is to make sure I get a video out tomorrow. Of
I was about to say
something.
to record it. Or,
No, to get it out. I
one of the ones that you have.
I have a bunch of stuff recorded. I'm going to release something. And then also I want us to get back to the podcast. I say that every week so Artika can get herself together.
It's not me.
It's definitely her. But yeah, thank you guys for just being here with us on this Saturday morning. It was just something we tried with this coffee break. I actually enjoy this coffee break.
I enjoy it because it's not Married at First Sight.
Yeah, we get to talk about what it, like these, like, to be honest with you guys, this is our conversations every day. This is a look inside of how me and Artika actually talk with each other and talk about things with each other, and like where we are.
Oh, Sharon, we have to get to Ohio soon.
Oh, that's why she's a okay Ohio State fan.
Our last trip to Ohio was
When we went to the family reunion.
2017.
Yeah. I gotta go see my boy
You do?
and his family.
Yeah, they're in Cleveland.
Yes, outskirts of Cleveland.
Yeah. Tommy has a friend in Cleveland, and then he has family in Cincinnati. So
Yeah,
that was it's been a while. We've seen the family from Cincinnati,
yeah,
but we haven't been to Ohio
yeah,
since 2017.
yeah.
We gotta make a trip to go visit them. I want to go to the
I
what's
want
the
to go.
festival? The Cincinnati Music Festival.
I want to go to all the Hall of Fames up there, man, because you know all of them are up there. But yeah. So once again, guys, thank you for joining my family on this. Well, Sharon, you know I'm not gonna. You know I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
I mean, if we're not in it, I'll root for y'all.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
when your team isn't in, you just hope for a good game, and I just pick a side.
Like
sometimes it's yay everybody.
My thing is, and this is gonna sound crazy, but when Tennessee is not there, and I've had plenty of time for Tennessee not being there, I have to root for the SEC. Because if the SEC continues to win,
but what if they're not playing anybody from the SEC?
Then I just enjoy the game. Hopefully, it's a good game. But I root for the SEC, and the only thing I secretly root for Alabama when it's Alabama versus somebody else from the SEC. I said I secretly because I want the SEC to win because we will get the recruits that the other teams don't. So we still have access to the top schools, to the top players. But yeah, once again, guys, thank you for joining us today. Be on the lookout for our video that I drop tomorrow. I don't know what it is just yet. I have to look in my archives. And then our realness. I don't know when we're gonna start that. I'm gonna go to the liquor store today to get.
We've never mentioned realness before.
We haven't.
Nope.
We're mentioning it now. We're gonna do realness. So be on the lookout. Yeah, we are. It's December 2nd. Yeah, love you guys. Thank you. And it's the 3rd.
Yes.
I'm out, man. Peace out.
Bye, y'all. Okay, you say bye too.